gang shooting. There was an execution. They set Mom up. They set her up. Come on.
Sometimes the love of an adopted mother runs deeper than blood, even when she leaves you all behind. This is a 2005 American action movie, Four Brothers. The movie begins with an elderly woman, Evelyn Mercer, driving to a small neighborhood store. Inside, she notices a local boy who has just stolen a candy bar. She tries to guide him onto the right path. She tells the cashier to call the police and explains that everyone must pay for their actions. Hearing this, the boy apologizes to the cashier and runs from there. Moments later, two armed robbers storm into the store. They demand money from the cashier, and after getting it, they cold-bloodedly shoot him. The elderly woman hides behind a shelf, but when she screams in shock, the robbers discover her. Determined to leave no witnesses, they shoot her as well and flee the scene. Many people came to Evelyn Mercer's funeral, including her adopted sons. These four brothers are Bobby, the eldest, who has a long criminal record and is known as a feared enforcer; Jeremiah, the second brother, a family man who owns a construction business and lives a responsible life with his wife and two children; Angel, the third brother, who was once a soldier but is now struggling after being discharged from the military; Jack, the youngest, a rebellious rock band lead singer with a reckless personality. As the brothers reunite, police officers sit outside their childhood home, watching closely. The officers discuss the brothers, noting Bobby's violent reputation and Jack's dangerous impulsiveness. Their adoptive mother was a respected and compassionate woman who had changed the lives of countless troubled children. Despite not being related by blood, she raised the four boys as her own and kept them away from crime for years, even though they were known for their aggressive and volatile nature. Detective Green informs Bobby that their mother was killed during a robbery and assures him that the police will find the killers. Bobby mocks the detective, saying he knows how ineffective the Detroit police really are and that if they fail, he will handle it himself. The detective warns Bobby to stay out of the investigation. Inside the house, Jeremiah's wife tells him clearly that as long as his brothers remain in the city, she wants to keep her distance from them. After completing the funeral formalities, the three brothers return to their mother's now empty house. There, their fourth brother Angel is already waiting for them. Angel explains that his flight was delayed, which is why he couldn't reach the funeral on time. The four brothers are genuinely happy to see each other after so many years. But as they step inside the house, their mother's absence is felt everywhere. They try to rest, but instead they begin sorting through her things. Eventually, they sit down together for lunch in her memory. However, the empty chair at the table constantly reminds them of their childhood and the woman who raised them. To shake off the heaviness, Bobby takes everyone outside, where they play ice hockey in the freezing cold, reliving moments from their past. Later, Jeremiah shows his brothers how much the neighborhood has changed. He takes them to an under-construction building, his dream project. However, the government has temporarily put the project on hold. After that, all four brothers go out to their favorite bar for drinks. At the bar, the owner is happy to see them after so many years.
Bad stuff about your mom, fellas. Freaking gangs. Worms. Someone ought to step on them.
He tells them that their mother's shooting may not have been a simple robbery. It could be the work of a gang. Bobby asks him about the gang involved, and the owner mentions the name of a drug dealer. However, Jeremiah strongly warns his brothers not to do anything reckless. He refuses to get involved and goes back home. That night, the remaining three brothers arm themselves and drive to a crowded party.
So far gone, she couldn't find anyone to take them in, so she did.
They storm in and threaten the dealer, demanding information. The man tells them they've been given the wrong lead. According to police reports, some kids were playing basketball near the store until 11 p.m., and they claimed to have seen the robbers running away. But the brothers know something doesn't add up. The basketball court lights are always turned off by 10 p.m. Bobby doesn't believe the story, so they go back to the court themselves. At 10:05 p.m., the lights are already off. That confirms it. The witnesses were lying, and someone is covering up the truth about their mother's murder. The brothers can't understand why anyone would want their mother dead. They decide to visit the convenience store, where an owner shows them the CCTV footage from the night of the shooting. In the footage, they see everything clearly. The robbers demand money, receive it, and still shoot the cashier. Then, after hearing a noise, they turn and kill their mother before fleeing the scene. Watching the final moments of the woman who raised them breaks the brothers. For the first time, it becomes clear this was not an ordinary robbery. Their mother was deliberately silenced. Now they know the truth, and they are ready to hunt down the people responsible. Their search leads them to a tall, aggressive basketball player known for intimidation and rumored to own several dangerous dogs. The police had questioned that basketball player several times before, so there was a strong chance he knew something. Bobby walks into a basketball match happening at a nearby school and aggressively asks about the boy. Just then, Jack notices the kid trying to escape and chases after him.
You Damien! Pulling out guns and shit!
Soon, all four brothers surround the boy and question him about the basketball player. Frightened, the boy leads them to a dog owner, where the man is usually found. But the moment the man sees them, he tries to run away. He also unleashes 2 Rottweilers on Bobby. Angel scared the dogs off with a fire extinguisher. The dog owner has a rope prepared for just such a case. He jumps down from the 6th floor. Bobby then cut the rope. The guy hit the pavement flat and starts begging for an ambulance. They offer him a deal. They'd call an ambulance in exchange for names.
Where you think you going?
It's a little heavy in there. I'm gonna just go outside, give me a little air.
As they walk away, the broken man finally gives in. He points out 2 people who were paid to give false testimony. According to him, they can be found at a casino. When the brothers arrive at the casino, they quickly spot the 2 killers based on the description. But the men notice the suspicious trio, and without hesitation, they open fire. The 2 men rush out, jump into their car, and speed away. The brothers follow them in their own vehicle through crowded roads. However, heavy snowfall makes it difficult to control the cars. The shooters try to escape, but Angel opens fire from his car, throwing them off balance. After a long chase, Bobby rams their car from the side, causing it to flip over. As soon as the car stops, Bobby and Angel step out and approach the injured men. They demand answers and warn them not to lie. Even after being beaten, the men refuse to reveal who hired them. Left with no choice, Bobby and Angel take their wallets, shoot them both, and return home. The next morning, police find the overturned car and the dead bodies. Officer Green and his partner immediately suspect the brothers. They visit Bobby's house, where Bobby tells them he stayed home all night. He questions the officers, asking what his mother had to do with any of this. After that, a heated argument breaks out, and the officers warn them that it would be better if they stopped taking the law into their own hands. The next day, the city's most powerful crime boss, Victor Sweet, takes a personal interest in the situation. Furious that the killing of an elderly woman has drawn police attention to even the smallest corners of the city, he unleashes his anger on his men. He insults them for hiring local shooters and bringing unnecessary heat onto the operation. During a meal, when one of his gang members tries to speak, Victor silences him by knocking his plate to the ground and forcing him to eat off the floor like a dog. The man is humiliated, but everyone in the gang knows that Victor is a ruthless and unpredictable man. When one of the men's wives attempts to intervene, Victor orders her to do the same, eat from the floor alongside her husband. His explosive temper and cruelty terrify everyone around him. The gang members obey without resistance, agreeing with everything he says. They are so afraid of him that they even deliberately lose card games just to avoid provoking his anger.
What bastard hired these guys?
What's Marine's by the river, right?
Meanwhile, Bobby and Jack track down one of the dead shooters and find his address hidden inside a purse. They go to the location, but Angel stays behind because his girlfriend has been injured and needs care. Bobby and Jack break into the shooter's house. Inside, they find a large stash of weapons and a camera filled with photos of their mother. The shooters had been following her for days before the murder. Later, a man arrives at their mother's house, claiming to be from an insurance company. He talks about a life insurance policy Angel had no idea existed. The man explains that their mother took out a policy in Jeremiah's name, worth $400,000. This raises suspicion. Angel begins to believe that Jeremiah is hiding something. He starts questioning Jeremiah's friends and soon uncovers more troubling information. Jeremiah had transferred his stalled construction project to a Councilman Douglas. Angel shares everything he learns with Bobby and Jack. Together, they threaten the councilman and force him to reveal the truth. The councilman admits that he froze Jeremiah's project on the orders of Victor Sweet. At the same time, Angel secretly follows Jeremiah to a bank. There, Jeremiah clears the insurance check and later hands over part of the money to Victor Sweet's man, Evan. That moment confirms it. Jeremiah knows Victor and his people. After Jeremiah leaves, the brothers confront Evan and take the money from him. Evan insists that he didn't know who he was really dealing with. Meanwhile, Officer Green begins connecting the dots. He reviews the surveillance footage. On the day of the murder, Evelyn came to the station and spoke with Detective Fowler, but he never mentions it. Next, we see the councilman come to Sweet and tell him he has been questioned by both a cop and Bobby. He looks scared and nervous, but Sweet realizes the official has sold him out and sent him to sit at the kids' table. During a poker game, he mocks one of his subordinates and threatens to ruin his hot fiancée, saying she's way too good for him. Later, he sends the women and children away and executes the councilman. The brothers stay on edge. They can't wait to confront Jerry. When he arrives at their mother's house, Bobby punches him immediately and forces him to answer for Evelyn's murder. But Jerry explains that she takes out the life insurance herself. He only covers the premiums. He has paid all her bills and been the one to care for her all these years. Sweet has sabotaged his business, and now Jerry needs a $20,000 bribe just to get approval at City Hall. As they argue, someone knocks at the door. Jack opens it and gets smacked in the face with a snowball. He chases after the culprit, but the attacker suddenly spins and shoots the youngest brother. The killer doesn't get a chance to finish Jack. Bobby blasts him with a shotgun. At that moment, a whole gang jump out of a van. Jack takes several bullets to the legs, while the other brothers rush back inside. Jack calls for help, and the brothers open fire. 3 gangsters are already taken down. Bobby tries shooting through the wall to reach the rest. One attacker bursts in through the back door, and Jerry stabs him. Angel fires another from the second floor. A van nearly runs Bobby over, but Jerry crashes into it just in time.
Oh, Jack, please, you gotta fucking breathe. Come on. Jack!
Jack bleeds out and dies shortly after. Bobby questions the driver about who sent them and then shoots him. The policeman Green himself tells them that Sweet killed their mother because she wanted to put the gangster behind bars after she found out he was destroying her son's life. Green heads to the pool hall to confront his corrupt partner. Every word the Detective Fowler says is a lie. Green grabs a pool cue and smacks the dirty cop with it, then calmly walks toward his car. But Fowler chases him down the street and shoots him. He immediately radios in, claiming that 2 black men shot his partner. The brothers realize they can no longer rely on the police. Bobby regrets coming home and feels lost, unsure what to do next. He doesn't want to lose any more brothers. Jerry suggests handing over the full $400,000 to make their enemies leave them alone. He meets Evan and presents the offer. They agree to meet in 3 hours, but first, Fowler needs to be dealt with. Jerry cashes the check and sends his family far away. His wife pleads with Bobby to handle her husband. Meanwhile, Angel finds a kid in a nearby field, gives him $20 and a bunch of chocolate bars, and convinces him to help. The red-haired kid knocks on Fowler's door, offering to sell some chocolate. While the cop is distracted, Angel sneaks into the house. He throws a bag over Fowler's head, tightens a belt, and begins strangling the dirty cop. At the same time, Jerry walks out to meet Evan with the money. 2 more gangsters wait for him outside. They search him and drive him to the boss. Angel doesn't kill him, even if he is a dirty cop. It's too serious a crime. At the same time, Sophia goes to the police and reports that her boyfriend is planning to kill a cop. A team is immediately dispatched to Fowler's place. Fowler hears the sirens and smirks, thinking he's safe. Jerry's car stops in the middle of the frozen lake. A hole has already been cut in the ice. Angel says he'll tell the police that Fowler killed his partner. But Angel is wearing a wire. The lieutenant in the van hears every word. Still, Fowler doesn't back down and lunges at Angel. A gangster steps out and eyes the pile of money. Actually, Jerry has another plan. He'd rather give the money to the working men surrounding Sweet. The gangster assumes Fowler will back him, but Fowler has other problems. He's taken Angel hostage. The cops are confused. They came to help, but now Fowler is doing something reckless. A cop opens fire, and a sniper takes Fowler down. Angel wasn't wearing a wire. He tricked Fowler completely. Sweet wonders which of his men would dare take him out, but then Bobby appears on the horizon. Mercer confronts his mother's killer, and a fistfight breaks out, escalating into a full-on brawl. Bobby overpowers Sweet and knocks him out. After hours of questioning, the police interrogate the brothers about Victor's murder. Despite being beaten repeatedly, they don't reveal anything, and eventually, the police are forced to let them go. At the end of the movie, we see the 3 brothers repairing their home after the shooting, remembering their mother and Jack, and holding on to hope. With this, the movie ends. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell.